News from the Pentagon today that more U.S. troops are being sent to the Middle East as American citizens in Lebanon are being told to get out. Tensions in the region are now boiling as Israel steps up its military campaign against the terror group Hezbollah. Officials in Lebanon say Israeli strikes killed nearly 500 people today, including nearly 36 children, and left more than 1,600 wounded. It is the deadliest day of fighting between Israel and Hezbollah since 2006. President Biden, on the eve of his address to the United Nations General Assembly, says his administration is working to de-escalate the crisis. We are covering this story from all angles at home and abroad, beginning with CBS's Chris Livesay in Tel Aviv. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Nora. Israel is vowing to continue those strikes in the near term. After a week of crippling blows to Hezbollah, its second in command says it's now a battle with no limits.
Missile after missile. More than 1,300 strikes slamming into southern Lebanon. This terrified family watched the bombardment hit their town. Calm down, mother, and pray, a man says. The Lebanese health ministry says dozens of women and children are among the victims, but each target, Israel claims, was a location used for storing Hezbollah weapons, including cruise missiles. According to the Israel Defense Forces, these videos appear to capture secondary explosions after the initial airstrikes, as those weapons detonate. Israel's government is warning civilians to flee from buildings used by the U.S. designated terror group.
It placed rockets in your living rooms and missiles in your garage. Those rockets and missiles are aimed directly at our cities, directly at our citizens.
By the many thousands, Lebanese motorists clogged the highways to escape. Hezbollah exchanged fire of its own, albeit a fraction of the Israeli onslaught. There were no reports of Israeli deaths. Some rockets struck around the northern Israeli city of Haifa, where we visited a hospital. To evade a missile strike, doctors and nurses are now working out of the underground parking garage.
It's more than 200,000 square feet.
Correct.
Dr. Avi Weissman says they've been prepping for years.
But we always kind of hope that we'll never use it.
We're in a bunker with many, many more beds. What does that say about the war?
We need to be prepared for the worst case scenario.
Israel's Army Chief of Staff says it's targeting combat infrastructure that Hezbollah has been building for the past 20 years and preparing for the next phases. But the big question is, if those next phases will include a ground invasion. Nora?
There are many questions tonight. Chris Livesay, thank you very much.